Hey guys, I'm back with another video, and as you can tell from the title, this video is about how I met a multi-millionaire. Guys, chill, relax. It's exciting. Contain it. I get it. It's exciting. But yeah, I met a multi-millionaire. But for those that don't know me, clearly from the name of the channel, my name is Gerald Ashi. Yes, that's my real name, Gerald Ashi, and I am a young aspiring entrepreneur that's already begun his journey but would like to document it on YouTube so you can see my ups and my downs and possibly learn lessons. But right now I'm in the property game. I did a couple trainings. I did Airbnb before the pandemic. I'm now doing property management, and as well as that, I've been property deal sourcing. So I find property investment deals and then I package it and then sell them on to property investors for a fee. Yes, that's me, Gerald Ashi. Let's start the video. All right, story time. I need to give you a bit of context as to who I am first and the type of person that I am, which led to me meeting this multimillionaire. Cool. But before I do that, you know what you gotta do. You gotta like, subscribe, you gotta comment on my video. Just look down on the screen. You'll see the thumbs up, the thumbs down. Press the thumbs up, please like it. Then obviously next to that you'll see subscribe. Click subscribe, but then if you like the video, just write a comment, please. And yeah, click the notification bell. Cool. Back to the story. I'm the type of guy that writes down my goals. I write down my goals. I write down my visions. And most importantly, I like to do vision boards. I will buy a notice board from WH Smith and I'll put loads of images on it just so I can see the goals that I'm trying to attain and trying to achieve. So yeah, I have vision boards. This is very important to the story. Yeah, hi guys. So this is my first vision board. I had a lot of goals, dreams, and I just threw everything on the board. So you can see, got travel here. I wanted to own a wedding reception, wanted to do desserts. Money, I was doing forex for a bit. Gym goals. Cars, Rolls Royce, Bentley. Yeah, and house. Keep that house in mind. Now this is my most current vision board. The other one had so much on it, but what I've done now is I've made it a bit more less because I've got more specific goals. So as you can see, I need to study my Bible more. I want this Mercedes CLA 220. I want to have apartments. I want to own them. I want to start building blocks of apartments. I want to travel, have my own office. This one I have achieved, and this one not quite there, but my gym routine is pretty good at the moment. And yeah, soon I'll be teaching and preaching, God willing, and I need to move out. And obviously I want peace and focus, but yeah, this is my most current vision board. Anyway, so I put images on my vision board so that I can visualize those things that I'm trying to attain. Got a Mercedes CLA on the vision board. I plan on driving that car. That's my dream car at the moment. You saw the Bentley, you saw the Rolls Royce. I want a Rolls Royce Wraith. I want a Bentley GT Continental. You also saw that I had my Bible. I want to be dedicated to my word. Look, there's so many things. So I have all those images. I look at it and I visualize all the things that I'm trying to attain, right? And what I do as part of my visualization so that I really feel it is that, for example, with the cars, I went to test drive a Mercedes CLA at a Merc dealership so that it adds and enhances my visualization. I now know how the steering wheel feels. I know how it feels to sit back in leather Mercedes seats. Yeah, I really felt it. All part of the visualization. So on my vision board, you'll see houses, and I pointed at that one particular house. And I was thinking, you know what? I've never tried to experience viewing houses that are worth millions, like mansions. I've not attempted to view these houses. So light bulb, that's when I did an in-depth search on Rightmove looking for houses that are worth $1 million up onwards and they look like a mansion. You see, I watch a lot of $1 million listings, so I was hoping to find a house on Rightmove that looks like the houses on $1 million listing, but in the UK. Cool, so I did a search. I found a lot of houses. However, a lot of them were not near me. They were far. They were, where were they? They were Birmingham. Birmingham's not far from me, but they were Birmingham. They were a trek, essentially. And that's when I thought, I live in this area called Telford. Everyone thinks it's a village. All I know is a town centre, my local chicken and chip shop, but surely there must be some goodness to this place. I did some changes to my search and I put Telford, thinking that there has to be something good in Telford. And then I found something good in Telford. All those that shame Telford, Telford's a good place. Telford looks nice. And there was this house, grand, looked just like the one on my vision board. And I said, you know what, I have to view this house. So on Rightmove, on the listing, it shows who the property is listed with, so the agent, and obviously they will have their number so that you can call them and try and book a viewing. So I tried to do exactly that. I called, hi, my name is Joe and I've just seen a property on Rightmove. It looks lovely and I would like to view it. This is where all the problems occurred. I called the first time. I said, look, I want to view the house. She said, yes, we'll get back to you. I called the second time. I want to view the house. They asked me loads of questions. They said again, yes, we'll get back to you. Third time lucky, wasn't so lucky. I called again. I still couldn't get a viewing with this house. Essentially, all they did was just ask me questions after questions. Like, do you work? What's your occupation? And the most important was, do you have a mortgage in place? At this point, this whole dream and idea of me viewing a house that's worth millions, that looks like the one on my vision board, doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Anyways, fast forward now. At this point, let's see. When I first started making these calls, I believe I had started to run my Airbnbs, or just the one of them. And it was during the summer. Yes, it was during the summer. And it was very busy. Because with the whole Airbnb thing, it wasn't systemized at the time. So I'd be going there to clean. Obviously, I had family and friends to help me. But we'd go there, change the bed sheets, clean up. Shout out to those people that might be watching the video that really did help. Thank you. God bless you. Yeah, there was just so much to do and it's just busy. It was busy. And during that time, I was also trying to deal source. But then what happened is towards October, things began to get a bit quiet. And at the same time, I was accumulating all this Airbnb money, but then I was spending the Airbnb money. But not on like lavish things, even though I do really want to live a lavish lifestyle, which is yet to come. I spent it on stuff like food, petrol, like it was actual necessities. That's what I spent it on. I didn't splash on myself. And I thought, you know what? If I run these Airbnbs and business during the day, what I can do in the evening is get another job. And I picked up a delivery job. I've been working at this delivery job for a while now. There came a point when I received 4 deliveries for me to take, right? And then I look at the receipt of one of these deliveries. Yes, so one of these deliveries. And it had the name of the house that I planned to view 3 months ago. And now the house that I wanted to view was on this receipt. And I'm about to make a delivery there. At that point, I was like, oh, wow. This is exciting. I actually get to see the house that I wanted to view. I make this the first house that I make my delivery to. This was just out of excitement. I'm now driving. And then as I'm driving, I'm thinking to myself, you know what? Something has to come of this. I need to somehow view this property. In my head, that's what I'm thinking. And now I get to the house and it was everything that I had envisioned. Big, grand, beautiful, big drive. It just looked splendid. It looked lavish. And I knew this is a house that I would like to be in. in the future. So now I pull up, and again, I'm just thinking to myself, something has to happen from this. I don't know what it is, but in my head, I'm just thinking maybe I just need to view this property. That's it. But something has to happen from it. So as I step out, I do a little prayer in my head. I'm like, something has to happen from this. I get the desserts. I knock on the door, and it's a big door. So just imagine a big door just opening. And as it opens, it's a little girl that opens the door. I'd say she was probably about 14, 15, but she looked small. So she was about 14, 15, and she was a mixed race girl. So even initially when I saw that, I thought, wow, that's great. My black people are winning. But it's not who I wanted to see. But anyway, I did my job. I gave her my customer service smile, and I gave her her food. But as I'm giving her the food, again, I think something has to come from this. I don't know what it is. Something has to come from this. So I say to her, oh, I really like this house, and I've always wanted to view it. And she goes, oh, and then I said, oh, this house is on Rightmove, right? Then I said the name of the agent. She goes, yeah. I'm like, oh, like I've always wanted to view this house. Is there any way that I could? So in my head, I'm thinking, or I'm hoping that as I say this, she might just go get her parent and then bring them to the door so that I can speak to them. But then she goes, you know what? You can have the landlord's number if you want. I thought, yes, that's cool. Yeah, I'll take the number. So I get my phone out. She starts to give me the number, and I'm writing it down. And then she gives me the name of the landlord. I put it in my phone, I save it, and I say to her, thank you very much. I really appreciate this. Like, I said it so many times that I really appreciate it because I just really wanted to view this house. Then as I say I appreciate this and I'm about to leave, she goes, oh, you can just speak to them personally. I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, oh, they're behind you. And as I turn around, the landlord or the landlady or the owner of the home starts to pull up into the drive. I'm like, what is going on? This is my opportunity. They pull up now. They get out. Black family. It's nice to see my people win. The husband gets out the car. He's a guy with dreaded hair in a tracksuit. He just doesn't look like the typical millionaire. At first, they didn't receive me too well. The husband asked me plenty of questions like, what are you doing on my property? Why are you here? You know this is trespassing. You shouldn't be here beyond this point. I said, yeah, I know. I just always wanted to view this house, which is clearly the wrong answer. I just said it out of excitement. He said, no, you shouldn't be here. Bear in mind, he was a nice guy. He wasn't angry. He said it very nicely, but I could tell he was quite defensive. He's got a whole family to protect. And I said, yeah, I just always wanted to view this house just out of excitement. And then he says, nah, you shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be here past this point. It's trespassing. And I said, oh, no, look, listen, I'm just a delivery driver. I just delivered food to your daughter at the door and she was there. She cleared things up for me as well. He goes, oh, sorry. Yeah, I understand. It's just that you shouldn't be here at this point, but I get it. You're a delivery driver. And I said, yeah, but I've always wanted to view this house. Hence why I said it. And he goes, oh, he just began to explain why he was so defensive. Since the property had been on the market, a lot of people had actually been trespassing and they've just been bothering them about the sale of the house. And to top things off as well, he then asked me, do you know the girl at the door? I said, no, I don't know who that is. He goes, are you sure? Have you heard of such name? I'm not going to say it. I said, no, I've never heard of that name before. He goes, oh, she's famous. She's got over 100,000 followers on Instagram. I'm sure as we speak now, she's probably got almost 500,000 now. I need to double check. But yeah, she has a lot of followers. I said, look, I don't really know her at all. I just came to deliver food and I just really like this house. I forgot to mention that this girl was not the daughter, but just a close family friend that was famous, but has a lot of groupies and stalkers that follow her. And
she just needed a place to hide, hence why he thought I might have been a trespasser.
And he goes, "Ah, no, it's cool, it's cool, it's cool." At this point, he's cool. He's received me. He's a nice guy. And also the wife is there, but she's just left him to speak to me because she has to take the kids inside. So now his walls are broken. His walls are down. He feels comfortable. I feel comfortable. And I just ask him loads of questions. What do you do? How did you get this house? Oh, it's nice to see somebody of my skin tone that's got a house like this. I'm not a racist, but it's just we've gone through a lot of struggle, so it's nice to see. Then he tells me that he's a stock trader and his wife is a forex trader, and they invest in plenty more things. So then I asked for his story, and he explains that he comes from very humble beginnings. He was a cleaner in the gym, the franchise, the gym in Birmingham, and there just came a time where he was just fed up of what he was doing and realized that he needed to make a change. He wasn't comfortable with the situation that he was in at that time, and he knew that he had to do something about it. So he did his research. He read books. He spoke to certain people. He went to seminars and discovered trading. And at the same time, he also meets his now wife, who happens to be a trader as well. But she's also, she was a single mother at the time, and she gave birth quite young and wanted to find a way of being able to support her family now. And she then discovered forex trading, and he had discovered stock trading, and at the time they had come together and it was just a match made in heaven. So yeah, they supported each other thereafter. So he gave like an elaborate story as to how he came up. I listened attentively, trying to pick up things like, wow, oh, you did this, oh that happened, oh no way, as if that happened. I was so attentive. Anyway, so I've asked for his story and then he asked for mine, and I explained how I'm now in the property game. I've been running Airbnbs. I'm a property deal sourcer, and I find property investments for people that are trying to invest in property. And there's so many strategies, and I present them to property investors or people that are looking to invest into property. I specifically said looking to invest into property. All right, cool. Yes, I explained my story thoroughly. And as I explain my story, the wife now comes back outside. She gives me a smile. She said, oh, hi, I say my name is Gerald. So the husband jumps in and said, this is Gerald. He's got a story, you know. And then she goes, oh, really? And I said, yeah. I just briefly explained that, yeah, I'm a new entrepreneur that's done Airbnb. I'm a property entrepreneur and I do deal sourcing and property investment. And she goes, wow, that's amazing, because we've been thinking about investing in property. I thought to myself, yes, this is my moment. This is the opportunity that I was thinking about. We thank God. Anyway, I'm like, wow, really? You've been thinking to invest in property? I can help you. And she goes, oh, come inside, let's talk. I'm like, yes, I'm going inside the house. I'm going inside. But then that's when it dawned on me that I've got 4 deliveries in my car, desserts, and I've been chatting to this guy for like an hour now. When I looked at the time and I thought, geez, this is a problem. And I said to her, look, I would love to chat, but I've got how many deliveries at the back? I'm sorry, but I can't really explain my story now. And she goes, oh, that's okay, don't worry. Just come back when you're done. I'm like, what? Come back when I'm done? What time do you finish? I'm all like discombobulated in my mind, thinking, what's going on? I said I finish at 11 or half 11. She said, yeah, that's not a problem. Just come when you're done. And I thought to myself, what? Yes. I'm like, you know what? I'll see you guys later. Thank you very much. She goes, oh, we'll see you soon. She has a Birmingham accent. I can't do a Birmingham accent. I can, but it's not coming to my head. I'm from Birmingham. I digress. Let's continue. I get back in the car, and now I realized, yeah, I've got 4 deliveries and they are extremely late. And I start getting a call from the boss. So I know I have to like quickly like do all my deliveries, sharpish, like fast turns. I'm just driving super quick. And I get back to the shop. The owner's not there, but the lady serving at the till is like, where have you been? And I just explained my story to her. I explained everything that just happened. Anyway, I continue with my job. I'm counting the hours. It's 9 o'clock. It's 9:30. It's 10. I'm almost finishing. It's 10:30. It's 11. I'm finished. I'm finished. I'm done. I'm excited. I'm ecstatic. I now go back to this house. Yeah, I park up. I ring the bell. And yeah, they open the door to me. So bear in mind, this is what, 11:30. Can you believe I left the house at 4 or 5 in the morning? We were just chit-chatting, speaking about everything and anything. Asked them about their story a bit more. I asked, was about to say the name of the lady. I asked the lady what her story was. She explained it elaborately. She explained what she had been through. I thought, wow, you are amazing people. You are great. And then obviously we start speaking about property. So I need property investors for me to do the deal sourcing. So for me to suggest that I find property investments for people trying to invest into property or looking to invest into property, and for her to say, yes, we are looking into property, was just a blessing. And I knew I could help, and we were just speaking about that. So we spoke about how, yeah, they were thinking about getting into property. I explained the various avenues that you could get into property. Bear in mind, I'm also a new guy as well, so I'm winging it. I'm explaining terms that I heard in my training courses that I know, but they don't know. So it makes me look like, you know, I'm qualified. You get me? It makes me look like I'm qualified. So I keep explaining things, but I knew I could help in some way, somehow. We chat for a very long time. I left at 4 or 5 o'clock. And can you believe I've been to the house multiple times? I think the second time I went there, I actually got the tour. It was beautiful. I love the house. It's great. I think I have a picture of just the front. I didn't want to take pictures because I didn't want to invade anybody's privacy, but they showed me around. I think I got a picture of at least the front when you enter. I'll see if I can put it in the video, if I can find it in my gallery. Yeah, it was just great that I went around another time, because at this point we're now buddies. I get invited to the birthday party. All the family are there. We're just chit-chatting, eating rice and peas. It was sweet. I met the brother. I met the mother. I met a couple of friends of theirs. It was just nice. It was just a nice vibe. And I just thought to myself, one day I just want my family to live here with my beautiful wife and my 5 kids, maybe more. We'll see. But yeah, it was nice. It was nice. Anyway, that concludes my story. I hope you enjoyed it. But I tell you this story just because, look, this was an opportunity that was kind of presented to me, but then I also created that opportunity as well. If I didn't stop to chat to that girl, literally within seconds, I would have missed them. I would have just given her the delivery. I would have gone back into my car. I would have drove off. And as I drove off, they probably would have been coming in. I would have missed it. I would have missed that opportunity. And from this, I met people that are entrepreneurs, like-minded people, and a potential client. We chit chat for a bit. Nothing actually happened, but you just don't know. If I find a property investment that is very lucrative, I can at least present it to them and see if they are on board or not. It's a blessing. And look, this is just for me to tell you, look, that you have to take grasp of every opportunity that comes your way. Sometimes you have to create your own opportunities, but if there's one right in front of you, please do not miss it, because you just don't know what will happen. All right, so yes, that is the end of my story, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please, again, like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell. Got more videos coming out soon. Yes, thank you very much.